Hi everybody, welcome to ALCC Happy Hour. Usually we are making a cocktail of some sort, but today I have something extra special for you. Something that makes me really happy, and my mom too. Mom, this is for you. We are making scones, some of my absolute favorite things to eat. And I have all the ingredients here, so without further ado, let's get started and let's start with our ingredients. For today, the ingredients that you will need: 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar plus 1 tablespoon of sugar divided, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup butter or 1½ sticks cubed, 1 cup of dried cranberries, ½ cup of almonds or walnuts, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice divided. Mix together all of the dry ingredients first, then add the butter. We're gonna let this mix in, and then we're gonna add in our butter. Scrape down the butter from the sides. We're gonna let that mix and get crumbly. I forgot to mention that we're gonna need a ½ cup of half and half. That's also part of the ingredients. Oops. All right, that's looking really good. I'm gonna get this little bit of butter off of our paddle here and off the side. And we're gonna start adding in our half and half, and you will see this quickly comes together once we start adding that in. So this is ½ cup of half and half. And our lemon juice. Oh, that's looking great. And now we'll add in our cranberries and our almonds. Beautiful. Now that we have our dough mixed, we're going to divide it up. And what I like to do is I will put it on some parchment paper and take the dough, I'll dump it out, and then I will cut it up because I like to do mini scones. So we're gonna take this and dump it out onto our parchment paper. We're gonna do a little bit of mixing. The one thing I do wanna show you is we are going to take our sugar and our lemon juice, and we're gonna pour the lemon juice onto the sugar. We're gonna melt this. What we're gonna do with this is we're going to brush the top of our scones before they bake. So let's get this mixing here and get all of our little pieces that came out. mixed back in. This is quite large. So I'm gonna get all these little pieces added in. I'm gonna grab my knife and I'm gonna cut this in half. These little flyaways over here. Get your little tushy back in there. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this in half. And I'm gonna cut this in half. So I'm basically dividing the dough into quarters. And then what I like to do from here is we're gonna take this and make a round with it. These little almond slivers are flying everywhere. Okay. Flatten it out. Like this. I like to round out the edges. And then I'm gonna cut this into 6. So let's get a closer look. Okay, and I'm gonna cut this here, here, and here. Okay, so then once we have those cut up, we're going to pop these. I'm going to use my cute little toaster oven to bake these in. Oh, look at that. We're gonna try this little cranberry. Whoop. Pop these onto here. And then we're going to baste them. And these are the cutest little scones. Little minis. I have my little basting brush. Here it is. So the sugars have melted into the lemon juice, and it's this kind of syrupy, thick syrup, basically. And we're gonna brush the tops of the scones. And I like to do this for a couple different reasons. One, I like really fresh baked goods. I don't want baked goods that have been sitting around for several days. So unless I'm serving a larger group, which today we are not, I'm just gonna bake what I know will be consumed, and then we're gonna save the rest, and I like to freeze them. So I'm gonna show you guys how I freeze them after we get these in the oven. So I have the oven at 375, and these are gonna bake for about 12 minutes or so. Depending on what altitude you're at, you might have to adjust your oven, but we have ours at 375 for about 12 minutes. It might take 15, so we're just gonna kind of keep an eye on it. I do a lot of trusting of my nose. So let's continue to get these ready, and then I'm gonna show you how I put these onto a freezing tray. It's not specifically a freezing tray, it's actually the baking tray that I have found does a really good job for freezing in the freezer because it fits perfectly and it does a great job. So let's just get this ready. This one's not so round. Let's get this one a little more round. Here we go. Okay, and just like we did the last time, we're gonna cut these. Like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna put these on this tray because this tray does a really good job of freezing these little guys. So I'm gonna put this on here, freeze this up, and then I'm going to Ziploc it, just like that, and then freeze it. Okay, let's see how these come out. Okay, let's take them out. Oh yeah, these look great. So these are gonna cool. I'm gonna put them on the cooling rack and we're gonna serve them up. They're one of my most favorite scones. You can change up the ingredients. If you didn't want to use lemon, you can use orange. If you wanted to make it more of a fall flavor, you can take that tablespoon of lemon juice and mix in a tablespoon of pumpkin to make pumpkin spice scones. Down in the comments, let me know if you want us to make a different kind of scone, and if so, what kind, and we'll see if we can do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our ALCC Happy Hour. Today was Happy Scones. We'll see you guys next time. Hit that like and subscribe if you find this fun. See you then.